Alright, Greg popped the other fender off the back of the 37, the other beige 37 that we're doing. Now this fender has been boogered up. If you look at it, it's been worked on. If you go into this picture right here and zoom in a little bit, it looks like it was split and seamed and put back together. It's a little mismatch through there and down across the bottom. This side's had some work done. I might be able to look at something else. That's just the dents in it. That's just normal dents. That's workable. They'll come right out. Where somebody else has split it and seamed it together, I'll come up with a solution. I mean, you can see there's a pretty good buckle right here, and it goes all through it. So it's been boogered. Now come on over here. This is unfortunate. These are some of the things you run into when you get something this old. It's been around. Somebody else's boogered it up, made it look presentable, and sold it. And it's moved through a couple hands over time. And but if you look at this,
they do not have a place.
It's big and boogered up. This is, I can't answer what it is. We'll find out when we tear it out. Roofing tar or something?
Roofing tar.
It's a big old gob of mud. I can put my finger way down in the hole. I don't know what's in there. We'll find out when we tear it down. Just wanted to give you a perspective of what's there. Outside, they puttied it all up. We've seen stuff that's been all boogered up over time. That's just life. These things have went through a lot of time. You know, it'd be beautiful when I'm done, but anyway. That's this side.
Did we separate the other anyway? Eventually. When I came here, they were all separated. You guys separated the thing. So why not take the door off that way, and then that's a whole lot easier to get to that. Because Did you get your door check out? Yeah. I did.
Well, this is the 37 Chrysler that they call Black Betty because it's beige, but it's actually black. Worked out a good bit of the dents and the fenders, getting ready to strip them all the way. Didn't want to run them on the wheel, so I strip them. If you see all this area right here is kinked and worked it up some. I got to start really working it out. Some of the areas were full of mud, real heavy. Other areas got pretty good crease lines and stuff to it. You see all the other stuff that wasn't ever finished and done. They just covered it all up. All this area right here is all just a big dented area. Once I strip it and clean it, I'll work it on the wheel. It's been ripped right here before. I guess it got hit pretty good, but somebody's welded it and they just filled it all. We're gonna clean all that out and get the metal back straight. Get all that right through there. It's just got real hard. Can't work it straight, can't really clean it up. But, this is the other one. I've worked out a good bit of the dents and smoothed everything. Now I'm ready. Like we've smoothed this pretty good. These were bashed in pretty hard. This area right here, I've worked a good bit and cleaned up. We're ready to wheel it. I want to clean all the metal off and get it all stripped clean. But you see where most of the big dents were. I've worked a good bit of it out. And see, this was a huge just pumpkin right there, and they just built it. So I'll probably go ahead and get them all stripped, but I'm working most of the big dents out and getting it cleaned up before I take it out and clean them. Here's the underneath part of the front fender, and that's the front fender brace. I'm removing it right now. It's really bent up, and it's also, if you flip it over, it has an extreme amount of rust underneath everything. So if you really get into the rust right there, we're going to strip all that and clean it. I'll show it to you when I do it, but I'm going to pull this out, straighten it, rebend it, and put it back in where it's supposed to be, and straighten it all back up so it works right, and get all the rust off. Alright, here I've removed it. I'm going to be able to glass bead and clean all the metal under there and get everything clean, but afterwards I'll be able to run it through the English wheel for me and smooth some of that out. But, I think I've showed you, but it's pretty rough all through here. It's all behind that brace where that was bent in, and the brace got bent and the crossbar got bent. So here's the piece. She's labeled and put with the fender. I'll put it away, and you can see it's going to need some straightening. It's just a little bent. It's not much, just hammer it out real quick, straighten it up, but that way we can get to all the backside where all this rust was and get all that gone. Alright. Alright, here I lined up the other fender and wanted to show a couple things. This is the back support that goes to the fender to the running board, and you can see where previous an old bolt's been broke off in it. If we go over here to the other fender, this piece is broke off and bent down. Okay. Now this is the fender I just removed the inner support bracket. The other fender I've went to work on does not have the inner support bracket on this fender. I just will end up copying another one and remaking it. I have a couple of these fenders so I can make another part for it. But just wanted to go over some of the things in comparison. I mean, this one looks really good right here. This one I just need to straighten back up, bend it back up, get it in position, get the old bolts cut out. I got to get the bolt cut out of that one. So, get your air hose and blow it out if you want. It'll all be...
Here we go.
Scrape
Dang it.
away.
I didn't get that good of a video, but it's fine.
Just dries it all out. It comes right off. Where's your big wire brush? See, leaving it one spot and working one spot.
Yeah, I figured that.
I didn't want a puddle. Well, you heated all this up and cooked it real quick. It makes it dry out so you can just get it to dry off and flake off so you can glass beat it and clean it up. We'll get all this off and clean up and get rid of the rust and clean the other side. Alright, this one of fenders on a 37. The body putty is so thick on this, in this area. Some of the areas on the front fenders were the same way. You gotta heat the putty up a little bit, knock it off, cut out some of it. It's it's pretty thick. Pretty got dent right there. And I'm gonna cut all this out before I clean it. And then I'm gonna beat out the dent, work it through the English wheel. And I need to remove all this. That's a lot of body putty. Pretty thick. One thing to use body putty on a thin area, but when you put it on anything that thick, that's unreal. Sorry about all the noise. You can turn that way and see Harlan over there. He's stripping some of the parts.
Look at these dents. Come on in a little closer. This is where somebody just, this whole car looks like somebody beat on it with a hammer. Now, I'm running around and getting all the body putty. That's some of the putty. Even this little bend's a good 3/8 of a thick teeth. Some of them are up to a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. We'll get it all worked out. Otherwise, the metal itself is in real good shape. This area here, somebody welded it. That's a big line of weld, and then just feed it in. I'm gonna correct all that, and but that's where it's at. All right.
Now the other 37. Well, actually, Harlan did. And we know they were rigged together. We know that we got other headlights and bezels and trim that I can rebuild them. So I wanted to see if there's any extra clips in it from the broken ones that we have in the other light. When we opened it up, oh my God, they shoved another headlight inside of another headlight. So let me pull this apart with him and I'll show you some pictures as we, well, actually I think he's twisting it and popping it out. We'll mess with it, and that's another headlight inside of a headlight. That's some shit.
It's a whole other headlight bucket.
All right, let me grab it with you.